What's going on, guys? Mitch back from Mitch's Box Breaks, getting ready to start breaking these 2019 Prism and Contender dual breaks. If you weren't on earlier when I went live for breaks 1 through 3, I posted everybody's teams up. We did the random live at 8 o'clock. So your teams are up on Facebook. There's quite a few teams, so it's going to be a bit confusing if you don't know what teams you have. So check those out. Break number 4 is full, so we will do that one after the first 3 breaks. So we'll get the teams figured out for that. And then I just posted up number 5, so jump on and grab your spots in 5. If we fill up 5, we could talk about doing some 2020 Prism. Looks like we got Matt on, Shannon, Scott. What's up, guys? Go Dogs and go Gamecocks, huh? So Thursday night breaks, I'm going to try to get the teams up like we did tonight. I think that helps everybody out. So we'll do it about an hour ahead of the breaks. And then obviously anything we fill while we're breaking, we'll do it then. A couple of people reached out to me about wanting to do some trades. I'm perfectly fine if anybody wants to make trades with their teams, ahead of time. And it's just I need both people to message me. And while I'm setting up for the breaks, I won't have a lot of time to try to help negotiate the trades for you guys. So I guess you guys would have to work that offline. But more than happy to accommodate that. I just need to know what's going on, and obviously both parties would have to let me know. But we got a big night tonight. We're going to go into some 2019 stuff. Just a quick little update on Panini. The 2020 stuff continues to get pushed out, so Contenders probably won't be dropping until June if we're lucky. So we will keep playing around with Prizm. So tonight I got 2019 Contenders Prism dual breaks. I got a case of each, so we can keep going as long as you guys want, and I'll probably post some up for Saturday night too. And then Saturday, a lot of you guys are already jumping on eBay, I can see, but we have the half case Prism breaks again by team, and that will be at 11 p.m. Central, 12:15 a.m. Central. And I will continue to do these duels, but I actually just decided I might as well go get 2 cases of 2020 Prism. So I'll probably, after this, too, throw a 4-boxer up there again. The price went up a little bit, so it'll probably be about 45 a spot, 30 spots. And we'll break that. I'll announce the date when it fills, but we can do that, sometime this weekend again or next week. But probably after we get done tonight, I'll throw that up quick. So if you guys want to jump on that, I mean, what we're hitting out of Prism, so you'll probably want to be all over that. So with that being said, let's fill up number 5 here, and we'll get going on number 1. So this is going to be tough to see for the teams. So let's see here. I'll get it as good as I can. I had a chance to get these printed out. But if you don't know your teams, check the post real quick because it is posted up for breaks 1 through 3, not for break 4. I'll have to read through those for 4. The big ones in this, though, Alabama is going over to Chaz. Oklahoma is going over to James. Duke is going over to Mark. So kind of some of the bigger teams with the QBs and such. And then as you can see, we got Contenders is out of fresh case, and we will be looking for the cracked ice. I haven't opened this stuff in years, so kind of excited to see what it looks like. And we will work from the left side over, so I'll take out the first 5. For tonight, because we're going to fill 5 breaks of that. And if you do that, we can, what's up, Tyler? We can jump into the 2020 Prism then. And then we got, so let me just set these off to the side for 1 second. We got the 2019 Prism sealed case, 16-box case. So we can do 12 duels, and then after that I'll probably do either solos or a 4-box breaker for the rest of the 2019 Prism. Same thing here, we'll go left to right. Let me just move those out of the way so I can get the box. What do you guys want to see first? You want to do Contenders? Or do you want to do Prizm? Let me know. Hey, Charles, I'll do the 4th once we get through the 3 here. Because I got the 3 all set up, so... I guess I'll pick it. We'll do Contenders first. We've done enough Prizm. There we go. Contenders. What's up, Ricky, Shannon? Matt, looks like you lost 2-1, man. So I got to figure out where the auto is in Contenders. But Contenders is 6 packs. Auto per pack. So we're going to hit 6 autos out here. It always has, it's going to have some real weird dudes in here. There's some oddball colleges. You got, let's see here. What's one of North Alabama? And I'm not going to call out all the hits. I'll call out a big hit if we get it. Who's got it? But there's going to be quite a few. And I'm going to have to learn. Whoop. So let's see. Okay, so the auto's there. All right, and we're going to rifle through these two because there's quite a few. So we got Michael Thomas, Derek Carr, and all of this stuff will go out. Oh, Shelly, you guys all got there too late. That's all right. We'll get into the Prizm. Royce Freeman, Jared Goff, Adam Thielen, Lamar Jackson, Daniel Jones, Travion Williams, Dwayne Haskins, Paris Campbell. It's going to Ohio State. Kevin Harvin, Earl Campbell, and Ricky Williams. Eric Dickerson, Todd Gurley, Josh Allen, Austin Eckler. The other thing about Contenders is they do have vet autos, so DJ Moore, Sonny Michel, and the hit's going to be Tommy Sweeney going over to Boston College. So first hit of the day is going over to Boston College. I'll recap the hits at the end too. And guys, like I said, there's spots in 5. If you guys want to jump down on that, gotta figure this auto situation out here. All right, Calvin Ridley, Ito Smith, Troy Aikman, Travis Kelce, Bo Jackson, Michael Irvin, Kelvin Harmon, Dwayne Haskins, Ryan Finley, Kevin Harmon going over to NC State, John Elway, Andrew Luck, Marcus Mariota, Christian McCaffrey, Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith and Tim Tebow. Quite the combo there. Dwayne Haskins. And the hit's going to be Greg Dortch going over to Wake Forest. Greg Dortch. All right, DeAndre Hopkins, Roger Staubach, James Conner, Ron Rodgers, Khalil Mack, Ray Lewis, Justice Hill, J.J. Arcia Whiteside, Drew Lock, Emmanuel Hall, Justice Hill. That's who we were looking for too. We get a Drew Lock auto. Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, Tim Tebow, Josh Adams, Nick Mullins, Deshaun Watson, Saquon Barkley, Joe Namath, and Caden Smith going over to Stanford. I'm hoping we hit a Mahomes. I want to hit a Murray and a Mahomes. That's kind of my goal for this case of Contenders. All right. We might have something here. Alvin Kamara, Le'Veon Bell, Carson Wentz, Odell Beckham Jr., Drew Brees, Kerryon Johnson, Clayton Thorson, Benny Snell Jr., Baker Mayfield, and Lincoln Riley. Man, they even got coaches in here. DK Metcalf, Charles Woodson, Tom Brady, Melvin Gordon, Darius Leonard, Jordan Wilkins, Antonio Brown. Tyler, you want some Sam Darnold action? Hey, there we Marquez Valdez Scantling. Hey, for the Packers, yeah. Dak Prescott, Emmanuel Hall, going over to Missouri. I saw Missouri and I was thinking somebody else, but nonetheless, it's a nice hit for Missouri. Hey, what's up, John? We're in break number 1, and I think you're in break 2 or 3. So I have the spot. We did at 8 o'clock. We did the random team. So John, you can see your teams, and this is for everybody. But in break number 5 is posted up if you guys want to jump in. Brandon Cooks, Mitchell Trubisky, Derrick Henry. I don't think they picked up Mitchell Trubisky's option. Russell the Muscle Wilson, Jerry Rice, Adrian Peterson, Paris Campbell, Jarrett Stidham. That's the starting quarterback for New England. Marquise Brown, Rodney Anderson, Daniel Jones, Ron Rodgers and Jared Goff, Philip Lindsay. What's going on, Colin? Ezekiel Elliott, Tom Brady, Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield. Okay, this next one's going to be nice. Matt Ryan. Look at this bad boy. Oh, man. Ole Miss. DK Metcalf. You guys see that right there? 1 of 1. Whew. That's a nice hit. Ole Miss is going over to Josh Thompson. Nice hit, man. Wow. Oh, not a bad start. 101 out of Contenders. Whew. That's the championship ticket. That didn't take long. Just so you guys know, there's spots in 5 yet if you want to try to get yourself a 1-on-1. Nice hit. Nice hit, Josh. Not bad out of the first box. Yeah, Josh, that's a good hit right there. I'd take it. Leonard Fournette, Cam Newton, Nyheim Hines, Tyreek Hill, Keenan Allen, Bradley Chubb, David Montgomery, Anthony Johnson, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Trayvon Williams, Bo Jackson, Cam Newton, Stephon Diggs, Jordan Howard, Anthony Miller, Mark Andrews, Cortland Sutton, Phillip Rivers. And then, is it Juan Thornhill going over to Virginia? All right. Not a bad start to Contenders. Not a bad start at all. DK Metcalf, 1-1. Going over to Josh. Not bad. But wait, you guys, it's a duel, so there's more. We got Prizm yet. This is going to have 5 more autos. A little bit higher end than Contenders, but hey, you get a 1-on-1 out of Contenders. That's all right. I'll take it. I guess my Burrow streak will have to end tonight with doing 2019. But that's all right, because I got 2 cases of 2020. All right, we're just going to jump right into Prizm. And if you guys didn't see, one of the spots says the rest of the teams, basically, or not quite sure how I worded it, but all other hits. There's a lot of teams in Contender, so whoever gets that spot might get some extras because I couldn't fit all the teams on there. All right. Hey, John. If you go through the posts on Facebook, I ran them all off earlier. So they're posted up on Facebook. So if you scroll through, you'll be able to see them. And I will scroll through them when we start the break that you're in as well. So John Elway, Rashad Penny. And we're still in break 1 because we're doing a duel here, John. Royce Freeman. That's a Prizm. Little Jordan Humphrey, not Big Jordan, Little Jordan Humphrey. That's going to be out of 75 going over to Texas. Yeah, hey man, no problem. Patrick Mahomes. Roger Staubach, Anthony Miller, and Shannon says go Dogs because he knows we're about to hit Elijah Holyfield. That's Prizm. But that DK Metcalf, man, not a bad start. Earl Campbell, Emmett Smith. I like this next one. A little J.J. Watt action out of 99. Red, white, and blue going over to Wisconsin. I'd take myself a little J.J. Watt any day. Red, white, and blue. Nice looking card. Myles Gaskin. That's going to be Prizm. Bo Jackson. Derek Carr. Barry Sanders. And the hit is going to be a Brian Burns. Looks like it's going over to Florida State. It's a Prizm. We got Aaron Rodgers, Antonio Brown, little Baker Mayfield action there. Barry Sanders, Will Greer, Prizm, Khalil Mack, Mitchell Trubisky, and a Jace Sternberger going over to Texas A&M. That's a Prizm. Tyreek Hill, Terry Bradshaw Prizm, Darrell Henderson Prizm, got a Andrew Luck, Saquon Barkley, Drew Brees, and a Irv Smith Jr. And he writes his number in the auto, going over to Alabama. Alabama, that's going to be Chaz. Nice hit, Chaz. We got to get some funky numbered auto here in pack 5 because we've gotten all Prizms. Big Irv, yeah. Royce Freeman. Look at that, Wisconsin. You got Bucky Badger? Whoever's got Wisconsin, we may have to talk about Bucky Badger. We may have to make a trade later. Big Vikings fan? Yeah, that's all right. No Super Bowl for the Vikings, so you can be the fan. Le'Veon Bell. We'll let it slide. Phillip Rivers. Prizm. It's a nice little Drew Lock. That's going to be a Prizm. Joe Namath. You got Albert going over to the Florida Gators. And Jordan Scarlett also going to the Gators. It's going to be another Prizm. Ian, I was actually somewhat of a Viking fan cheering for Favre when he was there. That was an interesting time of my sports life. All right, we're going to recap the autos real quick. Jordan Scarlett, Big Irv Smith Jr., Jace Sternberger, Brian Burns, Elijah Holyfield. Yeah, but see, we're switching it up with Jordan Love, so we'll be all right. Juan Thornhill, Emmanuel Hall. It's just going to be like another 10, 15 years. Caden Smith, Greg Dortch, Tommy Sweeney. I think that's it, all right? Or do we have one more? And then this bad boy, DK Metcalf, 1 of 1. It's the only one. You can't even say eBay 101 because it is a true 101. Nice hit, Josh. Not a bad start to the night. Just get set up for break 2 now. And you guys, those spots in number 5 are still open. There's maybe another 101. Maybe there's something in Prizm. But we're going to jump right into break number 2. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit hard to see the teams on here. But they are posted up on Facebook. So just scroll through the page if you don't see your team. Yeah, hey Josh, thank you, man. That's a pretty sweet hit and a good way to start the night. But you guys know, you've been in my breaks. You know that we're going to hit something every night. So let's see here. We'll just scroll through this real quick. I'll hit some of the big ones. Josh, you got LSU in this one. Ohio State's going over to Terry Gray. Oklahoma, Matt's got Oklahoma. Texas Tech, Jim, you got Texas Tech. Hoping to hit that Mahomes. Alabama's going over to Bentley. And we'll hit Contenders again, see if we can pull that cracked ice card. I'm hoping we get a vet auto. If we don't get him tonight, he'll be sitting in one of these boxes waiting for you guys. All right, Royce Freeman, Jared Goff, Adam Thielen, Lamar Jackson, Calvin Ridley, Ito Smith, Noah Fant, Josh Jacobs, Marquise Brown, Rodney Anderson, Paris Campbell, Charles Woodson, Tom Brady, John Elway, Andrew Luck, Marcus Mariota, Christian McCaffrey, Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith. Then we have a Trayvon Mullen Jr. going over to Clemson. That's going over to Moses. And that will recap these autos at the end. Julio Jones, Ben Roethlisberger, Michael Gallup, David Johnson, red, orange, what's this guy? No clue. I think that's going over to Illinois, yeah. J.J. Watt, Hakeem Butler, Clayton Thorson, Kevin Harmon, Ryan Finley, DK Metcalf, not a one-on-one. Ricky Williams, Earl Campbell, Antonio Callaway, Matt Beretta, Dan Marino, Rashad Penny, Golden Tate, Tony Dorsett. Not bad. This is going over to Louisville. You got Mickey Crum, but it's 4 out of 18. The parallel is a playoff ticket. So you got college ticket. It's the standard playoff tickets out of 18. Not bad going over to Louisville. Out of 18. All right, AJ Green, Brett Favre, Nick Chubb, Darius Geis, Sam Darnold, Joe Mixon, Benny Snell Jr., Paris Campbell, Drew Lock, Emmanuel Hall, Daniel Jones, Emmitt Smith, Tim Tebow, Juju Smith-Schuster, Barry Sanders, Melvin Gordon, Darius Leonard, Jordan Wilkins, Antonio Brown. All right, and we have a Trace McSorley out of 99, 25 out of 99, going over to Penn State. Not bad. That's going over to Jim. Nice hit, Jim. Alvin Kamara, Le'Veon Bell, Carson Wentz, Odell Beckham Jr., Drew Brees, Kerryon Johnson, Jarrett Stidham, David Montgomery, Hakeem Butler, Travion Williams, Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Dak Prescott, Philip Lindsay, Ezekiel Elliott, Tom Brady, Josh Rosen. All right, Kevin Harmon. Looks like it's going over to NC State. That's out of 23. Not bad. Calvin Harmon. All right, Troy Aikman, Travis Kelce, Bo Jackson, Michael Irvin, DeAndre Hopkins, Roger Staubach, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Darrell Henderson, Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff, Tim Tebow. Hey, we're going to find it, Shannon. It's in there. Josh Adams, Nick Mullins. Bet you Matt's hoping it's in here. Deshaun Watson, Saquon Barkley, Joe Namath. And then we got a Zach Gentry going over to Michigan. Shannon, I want to hit a Murray or a Mahomes. One of the two. All right, last pack of Contenders, and then we'll move on to Prizm. James Conner, Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Mack, Ray Lewis, Herschel Walker, Traquan Smith, Irv Smith Jr., Devin Singletary, Dwayne Haskins, David Montgomery, Bo Jackson and Cam Newton, Amari Cooper, Marcus Allen, Christian Kirk, Patrick Mahomes, non-auto. Excuse me, Earl Campbell, Terry Bradshaw, and then a nice little Miles Boykin. That's going over to Notre Dame. All right, we didn't match the 101. Of all time, yeah, you're right there. Did he have a faster 40 time than Jake Fromm? All right, we got to hit something out of this Prizm. If it's anything like 2020 Prizm. All right, Julio Jones, Eric Dickerson. Bevo mascot. Prizm. Jarrett Stidham. Prizm. Saquon Barkley. You know, that could be sneaky. Belichick wins the Super Bowl with him. His cards are going to go off the hook. Drew Brees. Joe Namath. And Jazz Ferguson. Somebody's going to have to help me out with Jazz Ferguson. Anybody knows Jazz is playing for? Or played for? Kerryon Johnson. Sam Darnold. Tom Brady. Emmitt Smith. Rodney Anderson. Prizm. Northwestern State. Troy Aikman. Dan Marino. Tommy Sweeney. Going over to Boston College. Well, hey, that's a nice little hit for Northwestern State. I don't know if that falls. Oh, yeah, they're on there. That's Shelley. Michael Irvin. Josh Rosen. Dan Marino. Prizm. It's a nice Drew Lock. Going over to Missouri. Prizm. Barry Sanders. Calvin Ridley. Deshaun Watson. And a Cody Thompson. Yeah, Ian, I kind of just took what things were selling for on eBay. Duke, you got Daniel Jones. So I would be happy getting a Daniel Jones auto. Kyler Murray is probably top dog, but give or take. They were random anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter for the rankings. But if you're looking for a QB auto, you want to get like a Missouri to get a Drew Lock, Duke, or Oklahoma. Melvin Gordon. James Conner. Carson Wentz. That's going to be out of 99. Red, white, and blue. North Dakota State. Doesn't like to play playoff games. Paris Campbell. Prizm. Roger Staubach. If you got Duke, I'd be cheering for Daniel Jones. Anthony Miller. Tom Brady. And then we have a Joe Jackson going over to the University of Miami out of 75. The Penn State Lion, Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman, Prizm, Clayton Thorsten. It's going to be out of 99. Going over to Northwestern. Then we got Albert again. A couple of Alberts we hit today. Patrick Mahomes. This last one ain't too bad. Hunter Renfrow. Going over to Clemson. It's going to be Moses. All right, well, I think we're due something in Prizm. We got the 1-on-1 out of Contenders, but we're looking for something big in Prizm yet. We haven't hit any of those QB autos yet we're looking for. But we'll recap the autos real quick. Hunter Renfrow, Joe Jackson, Cody Thompson, Tommy Sweeney, Jazz Ferguson, Miles Boykin, Zach Gentry, Calvin Harmon, that's out of 23. Trace McSorley, Mickey Crum out of 18. And then Trayvon Mullen Jr. If you guys didn't get in break 5 yet, let's fill that guy up. You know we're going to hit something. All right, this is break 3, and like I said, it's hard to see. So I posted it up on Facebook. We did this at 8 o'clock. We went live and picked the team. So check it out. Just go over some of the big teams here. Missouri's going over to Michael Wiley. Ole Miss is Jim Gain. Auburn is going to Moses. Oklahoma Jesse. LSU Mark. Clemson Jim. Georgia's going to Michael. Alabama to Josh. Texas Tech to Josh. Duke is going over to Ian. So this is break number 3. Looks like we just got 2 spots in 5. We'll probably go rapid fire in 5. I'll keep this here. And if we go through 5, I'll crack open a case of Prizm if you guys want to break some 2020 Prizm. Because that seems to be the hottest thing out there right now. All right. Ben Roethlisberger, Michael Gallup, David Johnson, Red Grange, J.J. Watt, A.J. Green, Tyler Jackson, Karan Higdon, A.J. Brown, D.K. Metcalf, Justice Hill, Frank Tarkenton, Herschel Walker, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan, Stephon Diggs, Jordan Howard, Anthony Miller, Mark Andrews. All right, out of 99, Jalen Moore. That's going over to, looks like, Appalachian State. John Newby. Hey, there you go, John. Nice hit. All right, I don't think this next one's going to be half bad. Brett Favre, Nick Chubb, Darius Geis, Sam Darnold, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, TJ Hawkinson, Brett Ripken, Baker and Lincoln Riley, JJ Arcia Whiteside, Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, Cortland Sutton, Phillip Rivers, Eric Dickerson. Yeah, you just got a hit, buddy. Jalen Moore out of 99. Todd Gurley. Josh Allen. Austin Eckler. And we have a Jace Sternberger, Trayvon Williams, Texas A&M. It's a nice looking card. I thought at first that said Texas Tech. Still, out of 23, this is the cracked ice, guys. Nice hit. That's going over to Texas A&M. And it's going to take me about 25 minutes to find out who's got Texas A&M. Number 11, that's going over to Jesse. Nice hit, Jesse. Not bad. I don't know. Contenders is beating Prizm out right now. We shall see how we end. Hopefully. Le'Veon Bell. Something. That's maybe that's what the Packers are thinking, Tyler. They don't need no receivers. They got Jace Sternberger, Carson Wentz, Odell Beckham, Drew Brees, Kerryon Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Gardner Minshew. That one would be a nice little auto too. Myles Gaskin, Marquise Brown, Rodney Anderson, Drew Lock, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. That'd be a sweet dual auto. I would take that any day. DJ Moore, Sonny Michel, John Elway, Andrew Luck, Marcus Mariota. This next one ain't going to be half bad either. Christian McCaffrey, Ryan Finley, Contenders Optic. That's going to be number 11 out of 15. Not bad. Going over to NC State. NC State, number 10, is going over to Tony. Nice hit, Tony. That's not a bad hit. 11 out of 15. Spots are moving slow in 5, guys. Get on there. Let's fill it up. Let's go find one of these QB autos. Because we know there's something in here. Jared Goff, Adam Thielen, Lamar Jackson, Calvin Ridley, Ito Smith, Troy Aikman, Marquise Brown. All right, and then we have an Ito Smith Bowl ticket. Going over to Southern Miss out of 99. Bryce Love, JJ Arcia Whiteside, Travion Williams, JJ Watt, TJ Watt. I'd take that dual auto any day too. Antonio Callaway, Matt Beretta, Dan Marino, Rashad Penny, Golden Tate, Tony Dorsett, and we have an O'Shane Zimmons going over to Old Dominion. Big hit for Old Dominion. Travis Kelce, Bo Jackson, Michael Irvin, DeAndre Hopkins, Roger Staubach, James Conner, Kyle Murray, Trace McSorley, DK Metcalf, Jordan Ta'amo, Kelvin Harmon, Christian McCaffrey, Bryce Love, Juju Smith-Schuster, Barry Sanders, Melvin Gordon, Darius Leonard, Jordan Wilkins, Antonio Brown, and we have an Amani Orawari. Looks like that's going over to Penn State. Shannon. Nice hit, Shannon. All right, we got some Kyler Murray action in this last pack. What's up, Jim? We're on number 3. Aaron Rodgers. You missed it, man. We hit a 101 before. Khalil Mack, Ray Lewis, Herschel Walker, Traquan Smith, Julio Jones, Mike Weber, Riley Ridley, A.J. Brown, Dwayne Haskins, Marcus Allen, Carson Palmer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Dak Prescott, Philip Lindsay, Ezekiel Elliott, Tom Brady, Josh Rosen, and this next one is Caleb Wilson. That's going over to UCLA. DK Metcalf, man. It was a pretty solid hit going over to Josh. First box of the night. And I got the teams for breaks 1 through 3 posted up on Facebook. We will do break 4. We'll have to random off the teams once we get so far here. And 5 is up. If anybody wants to fill up 5, we fill up 5. It will unlock. We will then go and break 2020 Prizm if you guys would like. If not, we'll save that stuff for Saturday night. All right. Brutus Buckeye, Christian Kirk, AJ Green out of 49 going over to Georgia. Malcolm Butler, it's going to be a Prizm. Barry Sanders, Calvin Ridley, Deshaun Watson, and a Johnny Dixon going over to Ohio State. There's got to be something hiding in this Prizm. Nittany Lion, Adrian Peterson, Tony Dorsett Prizm, JJ Arcia Whiteside, it's going to be a Prizm, Saquon Barkley, Drew Brees. This next one ain't going to be half bad. Could have been a different quarterback. Brett Rippin. That's going to be 4 out of 5. Going over to Boise State. It's going to take me a minute to find Boise State. No, there it is. Jim, not bad, man. Brett Rippin. 4, jersey number 4, eBay 101 out of 5. Just need this guy to... What team is he playing for in the NFL? You need him to come off that bench. Tear it up. Not bad. 4 out of 5. Hey, Ian, yeah, we're in break 3, buddy. Something out of Prizm. There we go. All right, Barry Sanders, Melvin Gordon, James Conner, Adam Thielen, Prizm, Danielle Jones out of 49 going over to Duke. That ain't half bad. There you go, Ian. Albert. Patrick Mahomes. And Antoine Wesley going over to Texas Tech. And if you guys haven't got your spots on the eBay breaks for Saturday night, you're going to want to jump on there and get in some of those half-case Prizms. All right, Kerryon Johnson. Sam Darnold. Look at this guy. Mike the Tiger going over to LSU. Red, white, and blue. Some LSU super fan out there is going to pay a fortune for this guy. That is going over to Mark. Nice hit, Mark. This next one ain't half bad. Kyler Murray Prizm going over to Oklahoma. Jesse. Roger Starbuck. Anthony Miller. Tom Brady. And we have a Juan Thornhill going over to Virginia. That's going to be 25 out of 99. Tom Brady, Michael Irvin, Josh Rosen, little Brett Favre Prizm, AJ Brown Prizm, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, Tommy Sweeney. Right, Scott? You never know. You got to send that stuff out. It's going to be a Prizm going over to Boston College. That type of stuff, 3-4 years from now, you get to the Super Bowl and you look at the team they're putting together this year. He could be something. So that's it for break number 3. I'll do a quick recap. Tommy Sweeney, Juan Thornhill, Antoine Wesley, Johnny Dixon, Caleb Wilson. Whoops. Flip that over. Amani Orwari. O'Shane Zimes. Jalen Moore. Then we got the Ryan Finley going over to NC State out of 15. Nice little hit there. The dual auto, Jace Sternberger, Travion Williams out of 23. And then the Brett Rippin out of 5. 4 out of 5 going to Boise State. You're going to have to be a Tommy Sweeney super collector, Tyler. Just going to have to go all in. And if you guys want to unlock that Prizm, we're going to have to get moving on break number 5 here. All right, I'm just going to need a second here to get set up. Let's get these guys out of the way. So we can random off the teams again. And if I can post them on Facebook, you just have to give me a minute so you can see them all a little bit better. All right, guys, you know the drill. We'll start with the teams first. And that all other hits team is exactly what it says. If there's a team not on there, because there's a ton of teams, you will get all the other hits. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. All right, real quick, let me get back on the randomizer. Then we got everybody in the break. We got Charles, Shannon, Josh, Scott, Derek, Shannon, Josh, Ricky, Shelley, Matt, Tyler, Mark, Josh, James, Bentley, Josh, Mark, Ian, Mark, Charles. Gonna get all you guys up in the randomizer. Whoops. One more time here to make sure I got it. And this is everybody. Hit that 3 times. 2 and 3. Bring those over here. All right, so scroll out where you guys can see it. NC State's going to Matt, Washington State to Josh, South Carolina to Josh, Clemson to Mark, Duke to Scott, Kentucky to Ian. LSU's going over to Shannon. Let's see some of the other big ones. Missouri's going over to James. Oklahoma's going over to Ricky. Auburn's going over to Josh. What's up? Shannon's got Georgia. Washington's going over to Charles. Texas Tech's going to Tyler. You better be praying for Patrick Mahomes. Mark, you got Alabama. Charles, you got Ohio State. There you go, buddy. And then Penn State to Shelley. I will quick post these up on Facebook. So just give me 1 minute here. Because there is a lot of teams. There was like almost 90 teams between the two. And if you guys want to jump on number 5, we can fill that bad boy up and we can get into Prizm if you want. So this is number 4. Because we're still chasing that Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, one of the big QBs. Almost there. I just got to space this out, otherwise it's really confusing. All right, I just posted the teams up on Facebook. If you guys want to see who you got. Yeah, there you go, Charles. Scott, of course Shannon got Georgia. I think he's had him at least in 2 of the breaks. We'll start off with Contenders. Yeah. We're due for one of the quarterbacks. We are due for something. Calvin Ridley. We did get the 1-on-1 though. Ito Smith. Troy Aikman. Travis Kelce. Bo Jackson. Michael Irvin. TJ Hawkinson. Brett Rippon. Bobby Bowden. Deion Sanders. Travion Williams. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jordan Wilkins, Antonio Brown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I think we've hit one in every single box so far. Dak Prescott, Philip Lindsay, Ezekiel Elliott, and we have Clayton Thorsten. Is that Northwestern? And you guys, everything goes out. So some of you will be getting some fat packs. I'll have to think about it in the future when we do contenders if I just want to do the hits. But DeAndre Hopkins, Roger Staubach, James Conner, Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Mack, Ray Lewis, Gardner Minshew, Myles Gaskin, Darrell Henderson, Tony Pollard, Kevin Harmon, Emmitt Smith, Tim Tebow, Tom Brady, Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan, Stephon Diggs, Jordan Howard, and Byron Murphy. That's going over to Washington. That's Josh. Nice hit, Josh. And when we finish breaking tonight, I'll post up a 4-box here of Prizm. So let me know who's all interested in that. I don't think we'll be able to fill it tonight, but I'll post it up so we got it going on out there. I'm sure Ian's going to be all about that, hoping he's got Alabama again. Herschel Walker, Traquan Smith, Julio Jones. Josh, you're going to be getting a nice mail day coming up here. Ben Roethlisberger, Michael Gallup, David Johnson, Deebo Samuel. And we can get into Prizm tonight, but we got to fill that last break. DK Metcalf. I think there's still like 18 spots in that one, so that's going to be a slow mover. Billy Cannon, Leonard Fournette. But we got 18. We're jumping between 18, 20 people. Dwayne Haskins, which ain't half bad. Every week it's a little bit more. Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas. Some of you guys know because you've taken advantage of it, but if you refer somebody, you definitely get a little love from me. So Anthony Miller, you get hooked up with some breaks. So Mark Andrews, if you know anybody, send them my way. Make sure you let me know who they are. Cortland Sutton. If they get a spot in a break, Phillip Rivers, you get something in return. Eric Dickerson, Todd Gurley II, Quadre Olison. Ian, you're going to send them out to get graded. That's going over to Pitt. The nice thing is, Ian, you know that they went right from that pack straight to the top loader. Red Grange, J.J. Watt, A.J. Green, Brett Favre, Nick Chubby, Darius Geis, Noah Fant, Josh Jacobs, Darius Slayton, Jared Stidham, Justice Hill. So all you got to worry about, man, is the centering. Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. And I would imagine Prizm, just because the way they're set up, is a little bit harder to grade. Josh Allen, Austin Eckler, DJ Moore, Sonny Michel, John Elway, Andrew Luck, Jordan Scarlett's going over to Florida. Got to work on that signature. JS. And that is going over to Charles. Nice hit, Charles. Yeah, we forgot about Dwayne Haskins, too. He's floating out there somewhere. All right, I know somebody that's going to like the hit in this one. Sam Darnold, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Le'Veon Bell, Carson Wentz, Odell Beckham Jr., Lil Jordan Humphrey, Darrell Henderson, Gary Jennings, Will Grier, J.J. Arcee Whiteside, T.J. Watt and J.J. Watt, Marcus Mariota, Christian McCaffrey, Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith, Tim Tebow, Josh Adams, and we got McCole Hardman Jr. going over to Georgia. There you go, Shannon. Shannon's always getting the Georgia hits, man. Shannon, are you going after Georgia again for Saturday night? I kind of want to see you and Ian have a showdown on that. Drew Brees, Kerryon Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Mitchell Trubisky, Derrick Henry, Russell Wilson, Irv Smith Jr., Devin Singletary, Tim Brown and Paul Hornung, Drew Lock, Christian McCaffrey, Bryce Love, Nick Mullins, Deshaun Watson, Saquon Barkley, Joe Namath, Amari Cooper, Marcus Allen, and Dexter Williams. This guy's going over to Notre Dame. Yeah, Georgia's got a lot of hits. You guys are running me out of top loaders again. Yeah, I don't know, Shannon, if anybody's beat you out on Georgia yet. I think you might have had them every time. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ever were, LSU would have been your shot last week. They went pretty low. Alabama, though, on the other hand, Alabama went. I'm trying to think. I think Alabama was like 3-something in each break. But usually Matthew's picking up LSU. Emmitt Smith, Carson Wentz, Peyton Manning. Nice little Emmitt Smith. $23.99. Going over to Florida. Jarrett Stidham, Prizm. Meet the Tiger. Matthew, you on it all watching? Curious to see how you guys throw down for LSU. Jerry Rice. Cody Thompson going over to Toledo. Yeah, last week was the Alabama box. I mean, it was in the 4 box. It was in the case. We hit the 2 out of 10. We were just hitting everything last week. And I got 2 cases this week. So Christian Kirk, Adam Thielen. But first I got to get some of this other Prizm and Contenders out of the way. Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Prizm, Clayton Thorson, Prizm. Oh, we got the Duck going over to Oregon. All right. Not a Prizm, no auto, but you got the Duck. Leonard Fournette, and why not McCole Hardman Jr. going over to Shannon. Of course, he's got the Bulldogs. Shannon, I'd be curious to know how many Georgia autos you got, buddy. DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt, Sparty. You got a Sparty Prizm. Paris Campbell Prizm. Odell Beckham Jr. Lamar Jackson. A few. Yeah, I bet. Stoney Michelle. I probably sent you about 50. And I might not be exaggerating there. Antoine Wesley going over to Texas Tech Prizm. And I'm probably going to be thinking about with Contenders on some of the next breaks, not doing the base. Whoa. I gotcha. Tim Tebow, because there's quite a few. So these ones, obviously, it's all going to go out Aaron Rodgers. But I don't know if in some of the future breaks, if I'm going to post that base up or not, just because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of doubles in there. Phillip Rivers. And it's a lot to sort. Barry Sanders out of 49. That's a nice little Barry Sanders hit going over to Oklahoma State. I'll take that. Drew Lock is going to be a Prizm. Todd Gurley. Herschel Walker. O'Shane Zimians. Old Dominion. Marcus Allen. Sparty. Red Grange. Got a DK Metcalf Prizm. Not a 101. Peyton Manning. Amari Cooper. Brett Favre. And a Tommy Sweeney going over to Boston College. So you guys all know there's something in this Prizm yet because we haven't hit a big QB auto yet. So I think we got a decent amount of spots in number 5. If you guys want to jump in there. Looks like we got 17 people on. Let's see real quick where we're at. There was not a lot. Let's see. Anybody want to jump on 5? I think we have 2 spots only sold, so. Yeah, I don't know if we got enough on here to fill. I might have to post this one up for Saturday night. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fill. So what we're going to do is I'll post this one. I'll adjust it for Saturday. It'll be a late night break after we finish breaking up all the Prizm half cases. And I'm going to post a 4-box Prizm, and we'll break it pretty close to when it fills. So obviously with COVID-19, I don't have much going on at night. So we will break it. The only night is I don't know if I'll be able to do it Sunday night, but sometime during the week, or if you guys fill it by Saturday, we could do it early Saturday as a pre-break at like 7 o'clock before the half case breaks. But I'm sure you guys are going to want to jump in on that, so I'll post that up. And feel free, if you want to try out the dual boxes for late Saturday night, jump on. I'm going to update that post real quick, and we will break that Saturday night, late night. Can you do a 4-box mixer with 219 and 220? Yeah, I can. I mean, right now I'm going to post up just the 4 straight Prizm, but I'm going to have 4 leftover boxes of 2019. So I'll do the 4-box just straight 2020 Prizm, but then maybe I can post up the second break for that night as the 2019 220. I would just need a minute to figure out the teams on that between the two years. But yeah, we could definitely do that, Shannon. That'd be kind of fun one. I'll do that. So tonight I'll post up the 2020 Prizm 4-box break. And then when we fill that, I'll definitely look at doing some mixers between the 2 years. Make it kind of interesting. Otherwise, thanks everybody for coming out. It's been fun. The site continues to grow. I mean, we're only about 5 weeks into this, and every week more and more you guys come on, which is awesome. Yeah, you're right about that, Shannon. I mean, the number 1 teams now all of a sudden Missouri and Duke become a little bit, a little bit better on top of Ohio State's Ohio State, but yeah, I'll definitely look at that. And the other thing is maybe I can just do straight up solo mixers between the two to get the pricing in a little better spot for you guys. But yeah, I'll take a look at that. Just keep an eye out here though. In a minute, I'm going to post up the 4-box break, and I'll update the dual box breaks for Saturday night because I want to get through some of this Contenders and Prizm. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys all back on Saturday night. And if we fill that 4-boxer before 7 o'clock on Saturday, we can do it then. Otherwise, it'll be like Monday, Tuesday night. So, all right, thanks for breaking with Mitch, and I'll see you guys later.